Hello, I am Simón José Antonio de la Santísima Trinidad Bolivar y Palacios. I was born on July 24, 1783, in Caracas, into a wealthy Creole family. But my happiness was short-lived. At the age of 9, I lost both my mother and my father. I became an orphan. This great pain matured me very early and gave me a much stronger will to face life. Thanks to my teacher Simón Rodriguez, I became familiar with the thinkers of the Enlightenment. I read the works of Rousseau, Voltaire, and Locke with great passion. These ideas ignited the fire of freedom inside me. I traveled through Europe and saw closely the suffering of our continent under Spanish rule. At that moment, I made a great vow. The freedom of America is the hope of the universe. I would walk this path from now on. In 1810, the winds of independence began to blow. The first revolutionary steps were taken in Caracas. I carried the freedom dream of my people on my shoulders. If tyranny becomes law, then rebellion is a right. With this belief, I began to break the chains. The tyrants started trembling before me. With the admirable campaign, I achieved a great victory and entered Caracas triumphantly. I declared the war to the death decree. I had stepped into a struggle with no turning back. My greatest test was crossing the Andes Mountains. Fighting against snow, ice, hunger, and exhaustion, together with thousands of brave men, we liberated New Granada. This was one of the most epic marches in history. We won a great victory at the Battle of Boyaca. We were advancing step by step on the path to Venezuela, Ecuador, and Peru. The freedom of 6 countries was slowly being born. In 1819, I founded Gran Colombia. Venezuela, Colombia, and Ecuador united under one flag. I was turning the dream of a united and strong Latin America into reality. We stood shoulder to shoulder with José de San Martín. Together we liberated Peru. The unity of 2 great leaders accelerated the awakening of our continent. In 1824, with the Battle of Ayacucho, destiny completely changed. This victory secured the independence of South America. A new era was beginning. I founded Bolivia and gave it my name. I fought to abolish slavery and planted the seeds of equality. I had a vision of a continent where everyone could live free and fair. I prepared constitutions and carried out reforms. I showed the whole world that one man's determined will could liberate entire continents. Historians and leaders said about me, Bolivar brought freedom to a wider area than even Napoleon. These words filled me with pride. Unfortunately, betrayals and internal conflicts began. My ideals were tested. Even though I lamented that the revolutionaries plowed the sea, I never gave up the struggle. My legacy still lives on. It continues in the Andes Mountains, in every freedom struggle, and in the soul of Latin America. I rose like the mountains and broke the chains. The wind of freedom blew across the entire continent. My blood fell to the earth and became the seed of hope. America, my love, I was born for you. My legacy is still alive today, and I will live forever as a Latin icon. If this story inspired you, subscribe to the Musica y Latina channel and turn on the bell so you don't miss the new Latin icons. The series continues.